It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the home-standing Washington Huskies. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Eastern Michigan's offense will start this game off. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Off-play action. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, going up top. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Washington's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He breaks a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll do it himself. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Swings it out to the flat. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Snyder. They're working that left side. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Finds the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Latu. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on 1st down. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Just plowing ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Line getting set on 2nd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Now he's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Daniels. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The give from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to throw, it's Snyder. Getting some heat. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Eastern Michigan, 3. Washington, 0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Back to throw, it's Rodgers. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2nd down coming up. Using the quick game. And the ball slipped out. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Snyder. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
That makes the score Eastern Michigan 6, Washington 0.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Caught near the sideline, it's Coleman. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Looking for room, it's Coleman. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it, open.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Power football with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll throw it on first down. Dumps it to the back. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. This offense has a second down play. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Snyder. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
PAT unit on the field. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. The give to the tailback. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Looking for space. It's McMillan.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He finds his man. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Makes a man miss. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Touchdown, Eagles! And that one will give them the lead.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. This is a designed run. He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game. Bringing it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He leaves it with his back. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He fires one deep down the right side. Washington sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Pocket starts to collapse. Safe completion on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. With the first down, they'll put it and play it from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll try to run for it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch. They ran it on first down, now on second. The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Snyder. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Third down coming up.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snatches it on the right. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Washington. They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Wants to go up top. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. The sure hands, it's Mitchell. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Now on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They want to just keep throwing it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Running it back, it's Jackson. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? He's got an open man. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Washington right back to the line. Fast motion from the offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Scanning the field, it's Snyder. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Army managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Point had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Keep it on the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass, it's Snyder. Quick strike complete. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Eastern Michigan!
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
So, guys, everybody thinks the kicker has it so easy. A mountain of pressure here to break the tie. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to...
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Open space at the 25. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things. But find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.